Storm Team 8.
Okay, we're seeing a little bit of a lull in the action from yesterday's snow, and for the most part, that's going to continue throughout much of the daylight hours today. We had a few flurries out there, but those advanced towards the Flint and the Troy area over towards Detroit. Let me expand the radar view, and you can see what's heading our way. This is not heavy snow, and that's fairly typical with clipper systems coming out of Canada. There just isn't a lot of moisture with them. But the key is when they cross Lake Michigan, well, guess what? They pick up a little extra moisture. So the snow showers you see off to the west, kind of scattered about. As they roll into West Michigan, we're going to see these kind of become more widespread and probably a little more intense as we head into the evening hours. Let's take a look at full view here, and you can see basically snow showers will develop, I think, mainly northwest of Grand Rapids by about mid-afternoon, then becoming more widespread this evening. So another clipper system clips West Michigan, very similar to the one that we had on Monday and also in the Monday night's time frame, where most of the snow fell north of I-94. Now, snowy pattern. Once this clipper system, once we start with the snow basically later on this afternoon, this evening, we are essentially going to have to deal with some type of snow throughout southwest lower Michigan all the way through Saturday, at least through early Saturday. So this is going to be a snowy pattern as it looks, and a cold pattern at that for at least another week, right through next week and maybe beyond. So this might be the climax of winter over the next 2-3 weeks. Temperatures right now, 23 in Grand Rapids, 25 at the airport, 21 Kalamazoo, 26 in Holland. Notice with that west-southwest wind, a little bit colder right along I-94, very typical. They're not getting that lake-modified air. Wind chill temperatures for the most part in the teens. This is the 24-hour forecast. Notice at 6 o'clock where the snow starts to develop, and I think it's a little underdone at this point. It's going to be up around the Fremont area, Whitehall, Montague, Hart, Shelby area, Muskegon, probably around Grand Haven, Spring Lake northward. Very quickly overspreads the West Michigan this evening. If you're headed out this evening, the roads will become slippery, no doubt about it, and that's going to also be the case for tomorrow morning's commute. You may want to set the alarm clock a little bit early to give yourself some extra time to head off to work or wherever you're heading. By the noon hour, still some snow showers out there, but later in the day, we're going to see more of its transition to a northwest wind. And look at the heaviest band from Kalamazoo right up towards Holland by 6 o'clock, and boy, does it look like a heavy lake effect band setting up for tomorrow evening. Now, up until tomorrow evening, I think with tonight, right through 6 o'clock on Thursday, this is generally what we're looking at. About 1 to 3 inches of snow south and east of Grand Rapids along I-94, and about 3 to 5 inches worth of snow from Grand Rapids, I'd say up towards Greenville, including the Big Rapids area, points to the west. So we're going to be doing a little bit of shoveling. Let's take a look at the 8-day forecast, and you'll be able to see the cold pattern continues, and also a snowy one right through Saturday. I think widespread snow, fairly light, right on through about 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. It will become heavy southwest of Grand Rapids tomorrow evening. I wouldn't be surprised by tomorrow evening that primary band setting up. We could see snowfall rates of 1, maybe 3 inches an hour. I mean, it really looks good. And so that's obviously going to make things quite slippery, especially on Friday morning, too. Again, southwest of Grand Rapids. So I wouldn't be surprised to also see some advisories and some warnings due to lake effect. So stay tuned.